Namaskar. A very good morning to everyone. Myself, Dr. Suraj. Om Shri Dhanvantaraye Namaha. So, Suprabhata, Shubha Munjane, Shubh Sakal. Good morning, everyone. So, today we will start with our session, the very important aspect that is Murdini Taila. So, Murdini Taila. What is the Murdini Taila? So, Murdini, Murdha refers to our head, and Taila refers to any Snehadi Padartha. We can consider it as, mainly we are using here the Taila. So, that's what it is considered as Murdini Taila. So, coming to the what is the Murdini Taila? So, head has a special importance among the body parts. Just you should remember, head or Shiras is considered as the Uttama Anga. So, Uttama Anga, so it is a part of a body. We can consider it as head. It is considered as because the above clavicle region, the head is comes under the main factor. So that's what it is considered as Uttamanga. So dealing with the treatment modalities which are practiced in this Uttamanga can be considered it as the under the heading of Murdini Taila. The oleation or the Snehana purpose which we can practice, it is called as the Murdini Taila. So जो भी हम मूर्धनी तैल किसको बोलते हैं? मूर्ध बोले तो हेड रीजन और शिरस्त्र रीजन. उसके लिए जो स्नेह द्रव्यों को यूज करके या अदर द्रव्यों को यूज करके जो प्रैक्टिस किया जाता है उसको बोलते हैं मूर्धनी तैला. So Murdini Taila, it is not only one procedure, it has consist of the bunch of the procedures as like. So one shloka explains in Ashtanga Hridaya Sutrasthana, 22nd chapter, 23rd shloka, it explains that Abhyangah seka pichuhu bastische chaturvidam murdhatailam bahugunam tadvidyat uttarottaram. So remember, once again I will repeat the shloka. Abhyangah seko pichuhu bastischeti chaturvidam murdhatailam bahugunam tadvidyat uttarottaram. So here they have considered as Abhyanga. So here Abhyanga not only means, it's not only referred it as complete Abhyanga, it refers to only the Shiro Abhyanga. Next is the Sekaha. Seka means here refers to Shiro Sekaha. Next is Pichuhu. Here Pichu refers to Shiro Pichu. Next is Bastischeti. It is referred it as Basti, Shiro Basti. Chaturvidam. These are the 4 types of the Murdini Taila. So Bahugunam, they are having various characteristics depending upon their usage or a property of that particular Abhyanga, Sekaha, Pichu, Basti. So the power is also like that. Uttarottaram, they have explained the Uttarottara means Abhyanga is least 1 plus, that is Seka is double plus, Pichu is 3 plus, Basti is 4 plus. Like that, increasing order of the particular, this one, Murdini Taila can be having beneficiary to that much of the effect. So just you can remember how the Uttarottara is there. First we will move on to the first one, that is Shiro Abhyangaha. So Shiro Abhyanga, it refers that just application of the oil by some of the manipulation techniques, that is called as massage. We can consider it as that, that called as Shiro Abhyanga. So normally when you go for saloons and haircut saloons or other things, I think you may be noticed the point in the menu card of them. Because already modernized era in saloon and everyone having the display of menu etc. In that they have put head massage. So head massage is they are using in a different techniques, but in our Ayurveda we are using different techniques. The same principles will be there, but here we are concentrating towards the particular dosha or vyadhi or rogi bala. Depending upon that, we are treating the particular thing. So here it refers to application of the oil in head, which is followed by some of the manipulations or some of the massage. It is called as the Shiro Abhyanga. So usually Shiro Abhyanga can be practiced as the part of Abhyanga. If you are going to the complete Abhyanga, means Sharira Abhyanga, then it is considered as one part of the particular the Abhyanga. Shiro Abhyanga is important because the route of administration of the dravya or the sneha or aushadhi yukta dravya to the directly to the head. because if a disease of a head means Shiroroga occurs, Shiroroga like Kalitya, Palitya, or whatever the Griva related, or something we can call it as the brain related matter like Unmada, Apasmara, or some other things like insomnia. In this manner, if we are practicing, so it will helpful for the relieving the diseases of the head and some because the murda. So here mainly we are having the Sahasradhara chakra. Just we have to remember why we have to adopt these Murdini Taila. So everyone remembers the chakra concept. So in your first year and second year, if you are going through the particular things or in Sastarutta, here the Sahasradhara chakra will be there. So we are mainly concentrating on the chakra aspect. And if you are going for the Shirodhara concept, we are dealing with another chakra. So like that, the manner will be changing. So here mainly we are concentrating towards the head, Shirha Pradesha. So it is considered a task. So if we are practicing as the part of Dinacharya also, it's well and good. So Abhyangaha Acharanityam Jarashramavataha Dusti Prasada Pushtyayu Sapna Sukataka Dadekritaha Shirashravana Padeshu. So Visheshena Shilinath. So here in this shloka of the Ashtanga, I think everyone is familiar with this shloka. In that shloka only, they have given the importance, why it is very important aspect as considered with our Abhyanga. So Shirah Shravana Padeshu Visheshena Shilina. Just remember why they are given utmost very importance, because something will be there, na? Then only the our acharyas having giving the some importance to that. जो भी हम हमारे आचार्य जी ने बताया है वो वैसे ही नहीं बताया, कुछ तो साइंटिफिक रीजन रहेगा वहाँ पे. इसके लिए उन्होंने जो बताया है, it's very important regarding with our practice also. So because the direct relation with the Shirah Shravana Padeshu, direct relation with Pada to the Shiras also. And some part of, if you are practicing or going with Abhyanga, you should start from Shiraha first and Shravana, next Pada. Then you can go for a complete body. Why they have mentioned? Just go on to it. So remember here, so whichever the treatment modalities we are using here, first we have to choose the oil. So which type of the oil we have to adopt here? Just we have to think depending upon the vyadhi of the patient. So we have to, as like a Purva Karma, Pradhana Karma, Paschat Karma. These protocol we should follow here. So first we have to select the patient depending upon the vyadhi, and we should select the proper oil. So mainly in the duration, in what time we have to do. So we have to do in the Madhyana, so Madhyana Kala, or depending upon the nature activities. If it is a cloudy season, just we have to avoid the Shiro Abhyanga. So depending upon that, and which type of the oil we can use here. So the Kharapaka and Madhyama Paka oil can be used for the Shiro Abhyanga. So the temperature, so before we cannot use directly here the oil. So we have to use the lukewarm oil. So how we can maintain the lukewarm oil? We have to take a water bath, some of the water containing water bath with a heating apparatus. That water should be heated. In one small bowl, we have to take some amount of the oil, and we have to keep that bowl into that water bath. Means here mainly in our Ayurveda says direct heat is not indicated for the Abhyanga Adi purpose, because what happen if you are giving the direct heat, sometimes the properties of the particular oil will be loosening. So that's what we have to use indirect heat. In almost all the Panchakarma procedures like Upakramas, we have to use the external heat like water bath heat. So that's what we have to use, and the temperature has to be like one particular temperature has to be maintained, that is 38 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius, 44 degrees Celsius. Because here we have to remember how we can manage the temperature means plus or minus 2, plus 2 of our body temperature. Plus 2 means our body temperature, if you are considering in degree Celsius, that is 36 degrees Celsius. So plus 2 means 38 degrees Celsius. Minimum 38 degrees Celsius has to be manner. In some part of the India, some studies they have conducted, and they have formulated some of the SOPs. Like they have mentioned that 38 to 43 degrees Celsius is the best ideal temperature for the almost all the Panchakarma procedures. So depending upon that, we have to use. First, what should we have to start with? Some of the procedures will be there. So in different 9 steps, they have explaining the particular how we can start with the Shiro Abhyanga. First step is the smearing the oil. We have to take a oil and just we have to smear. So smear every corner of the particular the head. So first step, remember the smearing of the oil. Or we can take the oil and just we have to pour on a murdha, so shiras, and we have to apply. So smear, we have to completely smear to the whole complete our shiras pradesha. Next is Garshana Hasta. The second step is Garshana Hasta, means the massage to the whole head, moving from moving the palmar surface of the hand before to backwards. Here before to backwards we have to like this. So actually it is a practical demonstration. Just I am showing how to do. Just we have to take and just palmar aspect. So Murdhini Taila, just we have to like this, in this manner we should start, not like this. So if a patient is sitting, just imagine we are coming before to backward. This is before, like backward we have to smear the oil and just we have to start with. This is called as Garshana Hasta. So complete area should be covered with this kind of the things. Next is the Mrudu Anguli Tadana. So here we have to use the fingers of the both hand in a picking of manner, like this. So like this, from front to backward or backward to front, sidewards, like this we have to use. That is called as Mrudu Tadana. Dvihasta Tadana, some gentle strokes with the palmar surface of the scalp. So how the gentle strokes, the palmar surface, this is the palmar surface, we have to give some gentle strokes to the complete head. We can call it as Dvihasta Tadana. Next is the Taranga Hasta Tadana. So gentle strokes which are placed on the client's hand with a rapid movement. So like this rapid movements will be there, like the Taranga Hasta. So like this we have to give Taranga Hasta. So next is the Anguli Kridana, some rocking movements of the palmar aspects with the little finger, like this. Like this we have to give the Anguli Kridana Hasta. Next is the Mrudu Mushti Tadana. You have to use our fist and you have to do Mrudu Mushti Tadana, like this, in this manner we have to use. And next is the Shabdanguli. Shabdanguli means we have to use our little finger like in this folded manner and we should start. Like this we should start, and some type of a sound will be observed while doing this kind of a procedure. So we can remember Shabdanguli Kridana. Next is the Ghatita Hasta. So same how the Ghata will be shake, that type of means that type of the strokes we have to use with a flat of the palm. With a flat palm we have to Ghatita Hasta, like this Ghatita Hasta. In this manner we should prepare. Just remember the 9 steps. First one is the smearing the oil and Gharshana Hasta. Third one is the Mrudvanguli Tadana, and next is the Dvihasta Tadana, Taranga Hasta, and Mrudu Mushti Tadana, Shabdanguli Kridana, and Ghatita Hasta. Just remember, if you are following these steps, it's well and good for the patients. They will feel very comfortable while doing the particular the Shiro Abhyanga. So what happen when you are practicing this kind of the things, the patient will immediately tell he will completely relaxing, or sometimes the patient may fall in a sleep because of that kind of the procedure and that kind of the steps if you are following in this particular procedure. So after this the Purva Karma, Pradhana Karma is over. Next is the after that procedure what should we have to do? We should tell the patient, that is Paschat Karma, we should tell the patient to rest for the 15 minutes and in a some comfortable position. After that take a lukewarm bath. So it's indicated. And minimum duration of the Shiro Abhyanga, according to the SOP, it is 20 to 30 minutes we can practice. So indication where we can indicate this kind of the Abhyanga, which is explained in Ashtanga Hridaya Sutrasthana, only 22nd chapter, 24th sloka. It says that Tatra Abhyangaho Prayoktavyo Rauksham Kandu Maladishu. The Rauksha, the Shira having the Rukshata in the particular Shira Pradesha. Rukshata means hardness or a dryness. And Kandu, if itching sensation will be more in that condition, or mala, more amount of the mala is there, in that condition we can use this kind of the particular Shiro Abhyanga. Some contraindications like Varjo Abhyangaha Kafagrastaha Kritaha Samshuddhyaho Jirnabhihi. So here Varjo Abhyangaha, so we can we have to varja the Abhyanga. We can contraindicate the Abhyanga in Kafagrasta or immediately after the Shodhana, we should contraindicate this kind of the Shiro Abhyanga. So next is, I think everyone remember, everyone know that what is the particular Shiro Abhyanga. Next is the Shirodhara. So continuous pouring of the some of the medicated oil in a particular this forehead for a particular time in a some systematic manner, which is called as the Shirodhara. So we can consider it as in a different synonyms like dhara, sekaha, parishekaha, avasechana, sechana or prasechana. We can consider it as shiro prasechana, shiro dhara, shiro sekaha, shiro parishek, shiro avasechana. Like that, we can give many number of the terminology regarding this. So if we are seeing the particular way, if we are practicing in our clinical purpose, like in the manner like Taila Dhara, we are practicing Taila Shirodhara or Shirodhara with Takra, that is called as popularly known it as Takra Dhara, Kashaya Dhara, Kshira Dhara, or Kshira Paka we are using Jaladhara, Narikela Jaladhara in a different manner. So whichever the Aushadhi or whichever the liquid we are using, the purpose of the dhara, we can by that means we can use that name, that particular dhara. If you are using kashaya, kashaya dhara. If you are using takra, takra dhara. If you are using milk, so kshira dhara. Like that we have to explain. So coming to the taila dhara. So taila dhara, the shirodhara, it refers that first what we should need. So here before performing the Shirodhara, we need one of the patra, that is called as Dhara Patra. So I think everyone remember, if you are not remembering, go through Google, you should remember that how the patra is there. The Shirodhara Patra, it is in a round shape and which contains one below structure and which is hanging on the wood. Just remember that one. So for the requirement of this procedure, requires that one Shirodhara device, means that patra is required and droni is required. Droni means the Abhyanga table is required, very necessary, and Vati is required, and oil and cotton gauze and some soft pillows is required, and Rasna Churna. So coming to the specification, how it should be Dhara Patra. So in the classics only, in Sahasra Yoga is, it's a very popular text in among the Kerala, because in Kerala they are practicing or they are mainly referring this Sahasra Yoga for the practice purpose, and Sahasra Yoga given various the medicine preparation and various Nidanas aspect and various treatment aspects regarding so many diseases. So in that mainly the Sahasra Yoga, which explains about our Panchakarma procedures also. In that the Dhara, they have given so many things about the Dhara in the particular the Sahasra Yogam. So in that Sahasra Yoga Dhara Kalpa chapter, they have explained that Swarna Adyato means they have given that the Dhara Patra should be made up of Spatika or gold or Swarna it is called as, and Palashadi tree or mud, and having the depth of some angulas. They have mentioned Tanna Angulam, Kanishtikani Anguli. So like that, if you are considering this in our day-to-day, it's means normal, the SI units, it can be considered as having the 5 to 6 inches of the wide open mouth. The mouth should be in the open. So open in a manner, in that manner we can use the particular, and the bottom of the particular, the patra should be in round in a shape. So it's a round in shape, and above it is opening in a this one, and there should be hole in the center. That patra should be hole in a center. They are considering, and which is size of the Kanishtika Anguli. This the Kanishtika Anguli size. In this size, the hole should be there in the below of that patra. So we should maintain, and it should be if your patra is there, in the patra surrounding the 3 holes should be there, because from that we should tie some thread or chains, and we should hang over the particular we can call it as wood or any surfaces we should hang. So it should be in a particular in a 3 dimension, which should be hang in a complete position with the 3 strings. This is mentioned. So coming to the procedure aspect, so Purva Karma means first we should give a light massage to the face or a neck region and the shoulder region and the chest region. Light massage should be done. After that, the gauze which is tied around the head, and in eyebrow we should use the eye packs. like normal we have to use the gauze and all those things, and we can maintain this one. And one, the gauze, it's in a round manner, we should tie on above our eyebrow. So patient should made in a supine position, and we should keep the ear plugs. So the procedure should be, patient should be in a supine position, and some practitioners, they are practicing with some type of light music in the background of the particular this one, in that theater we are using, because of what some practitioners, they believe that by sound also, and because the mainly Shirodhara concept dealing with the relaxation. So relaxation purpose means, if a sound also, some type of a music therapy, we can consider it as the music therapy also, it can be useful per particular stress relieving factor or relaxing factor. So that's what they are using, the background sounds. So patient should be in that particular position, and the height of the particular dhara from this the region, it is the 4 to 5 inches, the height should be there. So we should maintain this kind of the height from the particular our this one, from the forehead, and we should start in a synchronizing manner. So in a dolayant, we can call it as, I think everyone seen the wall clock. In this manner, it should be pouring on like this. In this manner, the taila should be starting to pour. So complete. So like this, in a manner, in a systematic manner, you should start in an oscillation. So minimum, if you are practicing the minimum oscillations according to standard SOP, that is the 15 to 20 oscillations per minute has to be maintained. If it is a more also, complication occur. If it is a less also, the complication occurs. Because some of the complications will be there, like Shiroruja will be occur, Brahma will be occur if you are moving faster. So that's what we should remember when the complication occurs, when we have to maintain the particular the things. So after that, the post operatives, like just we should remove the particular sweep the complete oil, and just we should remove the eye pack and ear plug and all those things. Just we should completely wipe the oil with a towel, and we have to indicate after for a rest for a 15 to 20 minutes. After that, we should tell the patient to take a lukewarm water bath, and after the bath we can apply some amount of the Rasna Churna on the forehead. Just remember, on the forehead we should apply the particular Rasna Churna, because it will prevent the Shita. So because what happens, sometimes immediately cold exposure, the patient having prone to get the particular the sinusitis or rhinitis thing. So that's what for the maintaining the temperature of the body, we can apply the Rasna Churna on anterior fontanelle or this Murdha Pradesha. So we can consider it as Charaka Chakra, that is where the Sahasradhara Chakra will be there. Just in that region, we should apply some amount of the Rasna Churna. So duration here, minimum 30 to 45 minutes. So some of the complications, I told that. What are the complications? Like fainting occurs, if it is a moving also, slow also, fainting, the Brahma, or headaches, rhinitis, coldness, like this manner it will be occur. So what are the benefits of the Tailadhara? If you are considering with the Tailadhara, there are benefits are like Dhatunam Stairyam, Vangmanaso, Sharirabalam, Aryam, Kanksham, Dhruti Madhuryam. So it is explained in Sahasra Yoga Dhara Kalpa only, which increases the stability in our speech, Vak. So we can consider it as Vangmanaso. So Vangmanaso, they have explained. Vak means the stability in our voice and mind, and which will increases the Sharira Bala, and which is increases realness towards the food. So what happen? It will increases the means having a capacity, means like that it will increases the, it's not ever diversion to means it will affecting, means it will attracts towards the food, and which will increases the sweetness in the voice, because if you having the particular the soothness or a relaxing point of your mind, means if you will feel the sweetness of the voice and smoothness of the skin, mrudata of the tvacha, and netra prakashe. It will very important if you are complaining of any eye related diseases in that manner, which is useful for the improvement our sights. So it will prevent some type of eye disorders also, and it will nourishes the Shukra and Rakta Dhatu, and which will increase us to desire to do anything, and which will not it will increases or it will helps to good sleep. Means it is mainly beneficial in a nidra condition. So in this manner we can practice the Taila Dhara. So coming to the Takradhara. So Takradhara, what are the Takradharas and the variety of a Takradhara? So Takradhara, it refers to, so here we are using the Takra as the liquid media for the purpose of the particular this one, the Dhara. So that's what it is considered as. So before that, how we can prepare the particular Takra? So here we are not using only the plain Takra, so we are using some of the Aushadhi Yukta Takra. How we can perform? So Amlaki, we should take the Amlaki fruits which are 1 year old. So it can be dried in a sunlight and kept in a night for the mist. So it can be taken, that type of Amlaki taken in a 1 prastha manner, and by adding in that 1 prastha plus 18 kudavas of water, and we can boil and reduce it to 1/6, and we should perform the Kashaya. So in that Kashaya, we can add sour buttermilk. It's amlata of that buttermilk. We can add and prepared Kashaya used for the treatment. It's mainly they are using, or which is explained in Sahasra Yoga Dhara Kalpa. So another, normally if I am practicing, I am using in different manners, like, so here actually I am using the 600 ml of milk, which is diluted with a 2400 ml. So means 1 part of the oil, 1 part of the milk I am taking, and 4 parts of the water I am taking. So 1:4 ratio I am taking. In that I am adding the 75 gram of musta. So how musta means, I am using that musta in a some this one potali manner. I am putting in that potali, and that potli should be tied on the particular, I think everyone remember the Dhola Yantra Svedana. In that manner only, if a patra is there, in that above, using a stick, I am tying that potali, and that the potali should be dipped in that particular, this one, milk and plus water, the combination, in that manner, and we should start boiling it. So when it is completely boiled, that time I am removing that the complete bag, and I am squeezing that, and some amount of this one I am putting that little curd or sour buttermilk in that particular milk, and I am maintaining it for a fermentation process. So how because I think in your home also, if you want to prepare the curd, what happen if you are adding some amount of the curd in that milk and all those things, and you are preparing the particular this one curd. So that's what same procedure we are using here. Because of fermentation process, I am adding some little amount of the sour curd, and overnight I am keeping. Next day morning it should be fermented, that medicated curd will be there, that will be the churn. I am using here churner for the preparing of the takra, and in that I am adding the 750 ml of this one amlaki kashaya, or we can call it as amlaki kwata, and then the butter, when we are churning, the butter will come, we are removing that complete butter, and the plain takra only we are using for the purpose of the dhara. Just remember how I am practicing, where I am taking 1:4 part. 1 part is milk and 4 parts of the water, I am diluting it, and after that I am taking in a 1 patra. In that patra I am adding some amount of the particular this one, some amount of the water, some amount of the bag which contains of that musta, which is tied on that particular things in Dola Yantra Svedana, in that manner. And after that Svedana, just I am squeezing that particular things, and in that I am adding some amount of a little sour curd, and I am keeping it for overnight for the fermentation. I am using for the this one, the procedure purpose of the Takradhara. So remember, so the same things. So the same procedure we can follow here for the Takra also, and as like the curd or the buttermilk has to be maintained with a minimum temperature. Just in lukewarm position, we can maintain the temperature of the particular the takra, and we are using for the Shirodhara purpose. So we, depending upon that, we can use. So it's an indication which is also explained in Sastra Yoga, Dharakalpa, that is Keshadinam cha Shauklyam. Klamam api tanuta doshakopam shirorukam bhadam ojakshayam. So like that, in that manner, they explain that the dhara which we are using with the help of the amlaki and takra, which will help for keshas. So it is very useful for the keshas, and in the keshas man, tanuta of that particular means thinning of the hairs. We can consider it as very thinning of the hairs or a dullness of the hairs. In that manner, we are using the particular the takradhara. And different kinds of the headaches, if the aggravation of a three dosha will be there, in that condition, if ojakshaya will be there, and numbness in a palm and a soles. If a patient is feeling the burning sensation or some type of numbness in the conditions like a diabetes or a hypertension, if you are using this kind of a takradhara, it will having a really beneficial things regarding these aspects. So, and some of the urinary tract infections also we are using, and some of joint disorders, and some other things we are using, like some of the Agni Vikaras. So here Dr. Alfiaz, she asked that question, in the condition of the disease like a Grahani Murdini Taila is beneficial or not? So it's beneficial because as like the Sastra Yoga also explains the role of in Agni Mande Vikara. So because the Grahani, if here I am taking the Grahani as the example, Grahani which is related with not only the factor of Agni or a food and other hetus, it is related with the factors like the psychosomatic factors also. If you want to treat the particular Agni in the aspect of psychosomatic activity, then we can adopt this condition of the Takradhara. So what happens, so after that, this last sessions, I will dealing with some factors of how the mode of action will be there. This time I will give a particular answer for you for this question. So the same procedure we have to maintain, and we can use for this one. Next is the coming to the Shiro Pichu. So the small cotton piece we have to take the Shiro Pichu, and the cotton or a swab should be dipped in the particular oil. So whichever we are using the oil. So how we are using the oil means just we are lukewarming the lukewarm the particular oil using the hot water bath. So in that we are dipping the complete swab and we should squeezing, and after that we are keeping that particular the cotton swab in the anterior fontanelle. In this region we are keeping and we are tying. In some practices we are tying, and some practices just we are keeping the pichu like this. In this manner we are keeping, it is considered as the Shiro Pichuhu. So Pichuhu in Ashtanga Hridaya Sutrasthana only that explains the Pichuhu Kesha Shatanam Sputanam Dhupane Netra Stambecha means the Kesha Shatana, so falling of the hairs, and Sputana. Sputana means the splitting of the hairs. I think everyone remembers that splitting will be everyone is getting more prone for this Kesha Sputana, the splitting of hairs and falling of the hairs. And loss of movement, if a Netra Stamba occur, in that condition we have to use this kind of the Shiro Pichu. It will give very much beneficial to our hairs. So coming to the next is the Shiro Basti. Shiro Basti is the very utmost important procedures that here the Basti it is not refer, if you are considering the Basti in our Panchakarma aspect, the Basti refers to the Gudamarga Shodhana and all those things. Basti having another meaning like which contains or which holds the particular things for the certain time. So remember, certain times the holding capacity which is having, that can be considered as the Basti. So here the one of the meaning of the Basti is the filling also. If you are filling some amount of the oil or some amount of the processed liquid or whatever the things, if you are using on the surface of the head. So how we are using means we are keeping the oil for some time of a period on the head region. So it is mainly here it will occur, means so we are maintaining one cap like a structure in our Shiras Pradesha, and we are maintaining the particular time for the oil. So here how the preparation should be means
we should take normally it's a classical manner, other things is there. How I am practicing means I am taking one leather. So leather should be how means 9 inches should be the height of this one, and the circumference means it's depending upon the patient's the head circumference size. We are taking that leather. So what happens? I am taking that leather. It's in this manner, and the leather that leather should be divided of any other things, and I am preparing the some of amount of the dough. So I am taking the masha here for the binding agent, and that masha dough should be in a liquid manner. What happened? Just I am using that particular this one leather. I am tying towards the head. After that head, in that whatever the available space inside, in that manner, just I am adhering the masha pisti completely surroundingly in that inside. So inside, because to prevent the leakage, the complete is like this. It's covered in a round structure, and in that manner, inside the thing, I am using the masha pisti for the adhesion purpose. After that adhesion, and I am sticking the particular the leather with masha pisti also to prevent the leakage, and I am putting the some amount of the warm this one oil for certain times. So certain times here refers to in Sahasradhara only, and Ashtanga they have said that if it is a Vataja Roga is there, you can maintain for 1000 matra kalas. 1000 matra kalas here refers to if you are considering in a day to day, that is 53 minutes. For a Pittaja 8000 matra kalas, that is 42 minutes, and Kafaja is there 6000 matra kalas, that is 30 minutes. We should practice. Depending upon that, we can go for means 30 minutes for Kafaja, Pittaja for 42 minutes, and Vataja means 52 to 53 minutes. We can practice it for depending upon the matra kalas. So after that, just we should remove that complete this one oil, and just we should remove that leather, and we should wipe that complete dough which is sticked on the head. Just we should remember. And before that, if it is a male patient, just we should remember that the head should be completely shaved. If it is a head should be completely shaved, in that manner only it is very useful to do the procedure. Otherwise, what happen if it is a hair or a more, means what happen, there will be leaking of the complete the oil from the hair roots by line by line. So it's a very important aspects to shave the head. So it's a very difficult to practice in a females because of the hairs are very elongated in this condition. So but we can, if you are thoroughly in a practical approach, how we can practice, or if you are very much known about the how to do practice and all those things, how to prevent the leakage and other conditions, definitely you can do in a females also. So it is if we are practicing this Shirobasti and all those things, or a Shiroseka, Shiro Abhyanga, we can practice like 3 days, 5 days, or 7 days, or a 14 days, or a 21 days. In this manner, we should completely manage the particular and this one, the Murdhini Taila. So indication of the Shirobastis are the indication, the Nasa, Shosha, Timira, Shirorogas, Daruna, and different kinds of the skin diseases. We can use this complete this Shirobasti. So we can use in the condition of Ardita, we can use this Shirobasti. And if the headache like a migraine headache and other headaches, we can use in the dandruff condition, we can use, or a dryness of the Nasa Shosha or Asya Shosha, we can call it as. Nasa Shosha means dryness of the mouth and dryness of the mouth and dryness of the nose. In that manner we can using, or a sensation, loss of a sensation is there. In this manner we are using the particular what it is called as the Shirobasti. So if you are practicing the particular the Shirobasti and all those things, just I am using just I will give some of the examples which we can use for the Abhyangadi purpose or the other purpose. So before that, I want to give some explanation regarding how the mode of action will be take place. So what happen if you are practicing the Tailadhara or Pichu or whatever the things, or mainly the Shirodhara concept, I am here using that. The Shirodhara, what happen if you are practicing the Shirodhara? So what happen, it is giving the synchronizing effect, or one systematic manner we are using. What happen in that region, whichever the receptors are there, what happen, that receptors directly goes and directly act on our hypothalamus. The hypothalamus, what it will do? It will regulates our body. So in this condition, that hypothalamus and other part of the midbrain, that what happens, they having impact on pituitary gland and other glands also. It's a very important aspect because of it will acting on the medulla aspects and the hypothalamus region. What happen from there, pituitary glands and some of the other glands that will secrete the hormones, which is called as serotonin hormone, which is considered as stress relieving hormone. So that hormone will directly impact on the particular psychic levels or neurosomatic disorders. In this condition it is using. So depending upon this, so we can consider how it will affect. So just remember, Ayurveda is not blindly explained, it is explained very scientifically, very thing. If you are conducting research, then only you can know. But you should remember and you should think in your basic knowledge with anatomy and physiology. Definitely you can practice nicely the Shirodhara or Murdini Taila or any of the Panchakarmas. But you should thorough in a practical approach and the basic conceptual approach. If you are knowing the thorough of a conceptual approach, then only it is beneficial for you. So coming to the particular the Shiro Abhyanga and all those things, if you are using the sum of the Taila, so like just I will give examples like if a graying of the hair or a falling of the hair, you can use the choice of this Bringaraja Taila, Neeli Bringadi Taila, Bringamlakadi Taila we can using for falling or a graying of the hair. And if a dandruff condition, so in that condition we can use Darduru Patradi Keram. So Darduru Patradi Tailam which can be available in market, it can be used. So if you are using the oil, so normal for the Shiro Abhyanga and other rogas, so if it is a Vataja rogas or Vataja kind of any of the Shiro rogas or depend upon the, so you can take the Shiro Abhyanga or whichever the Murdini Taila practice will be every day we can practice. If it is a Pittarja rogas, we can use for alternate day. If it is a Kafaja, we have to use once in a week because the Kafa is the main sthana of Ura Pradesha. So that's what we have to use in Kafaja roga once in a week. So and these kind of the oils we can use. If it is depending upon the, if it is a Vataja means which kind of the oil we can use. Just I will give some of the examples. It is very beneficial for the almost all the Abhyanga or Katibasti, whichever the manner. If it is a Vataja, we can use Kshirabala Taila or Himasagara Taila or some type of the kashayas like the Shamula Kwata we are using for the Seka purpose. If you are using for the Abhyanga and all those purpose, Kshirabala or Himasagara Taila is the best, considering with Himasagara with Shira Pradesha. And Pittaja, if it is a Pittaja means Jyotishmati Taila is the best, and Chandana Ushira Kwata or coconut water we can use for the Shiro Dhara and other things. If it is a Kafaja means here we have to use only the Kwata. The Kwatas like Nagara or Musta Kwata or Manjishtadi Kwata or Madhu Yashti Kwata. Mainly the Madhu Yashti Kwata and Mustaka Kwata or Nagara Kwata plays very important factor, and Takra with Amlaki we can use in this condition. So if you are using in your day-to-day practice, just you can go through for a Dhara. If it is coming under the Taila Dhara, so we can use here Himasagara Taila is the best choice for Vata Prakriti person. If it is a Pitta Prakriti is there, Chandana Adi Taila or Chandana Balalakshadi Adi Taila we can use. If it is a Kafaja is there, then Kafaja Prakriti is there, you can use the Trifala Taila. Just remember, this is a very important practical point of view because we are using day-to-day like this. If it is a Swastha person comes, if you can go through the dosha also, dusha also, vyadhi also, and the person's prakriti also. So depending upon the prakritis, it is a Vata Prakriti, Himasagara Taila, Pitta is there, Chandana Adi Taila, Chandana Balalakshadi Taila, Kafaja is there, Trifala Taila we can use. So in this manner we can use the particular things. So if you are using for the Kashaya Dharas or Kwata Dharas, so we can use the Jatamamsi Kashayas or Mustamlaki Kashayas or Chandana, Ushira, etc. for the Pittaja, the Shamula for the Vataja. In that manner, we can use the particular Kashayas. So it's very important. And some of the researchers, just I want to highlight, some of the researchers happen in some of the particular the areas of research like a postgraduate institute and research center, that they have gone through some researches. So they have found one very beautiful quotation that if you are using the simple, what it is considered as the simple water also, then also you will get very much highly beneficial in the aspects of insomnia and other things. If you are pouring the what happen, if you are thinking depending upon the cost effective and other condition, it's very useful in the manner of the practice purpose. So so best is they are using only the water also, it's having the highest impact. So best we can use with a tender coconut water also in the manner if psoriasis is there. Just remember, if a psoriasis is there, I think everyone knows why the Takradara and other things is giving. That only I am saying the psoriasis, what happened in the psoriasis, one of the nidana is there, manasika nidana will be there. So psychosomatic factors will be there. Depending upon the psychosomatic factor, to relieve that stress factor, we are using the particular Takradara or Dhanyamla Dhara or Kashaya Dhara. What happened? If immediately the stress will be relieved, what happened? The automatically there will be the confidence of the psoriasis progressive relevance will be the also increases. So that's what Takradara also can be practiced in the condition of the psoriasis also and Grahani also. Just remember these things. And in a delayed speech, how it can be, the Shirodhara we can use with a different kinds of Thailas, and because Tamba is there in this condition, because of Uttama Anga, so it will directly impact on the speech areas of the brain, and it will directly impact on the particular things. And the delayed speech we can use not only the Shirodhara or Murdini Taila, other things we can use here the Kavala and Gandusha practice also. If you are using the Kavala Gandusha also, it can be beneficial for the delayed speech and other things. And for the delayed speech, there will be need of a speech therapy also, because it's not only related with only one single therapy, there will be required the bunch of the therapy, then only the practice is successful, then only you will becoming the successful physician. I think everyone knows what is the importance of the practicing the Murdini Taila and other things. I think I'm hoping that really you are enjoying the particular the sessions. So thank you being for live for the class, and everyone listening the class. So please stay tuned on Niroga Street. So again we will meet with the next session with a different concepts or different new things. So thank you one and all. Dhanyavad.